Alright, so since I can't really give meaningful commentary while I play, I decided that I'd do some post-match commentary and try and give you guys a better insight into what I'm thinking about during a match. So I already played this match just a little while ago, and so just gonna try and explain my thought process a little bit. So right here in the opening, first thing that jumped out at me is this Troggle here. It had a pretty good shot at taking out this brute. I also noticed I probably could have taken this trickster out for free basically, but the Troggle getting the Vargas was a lot higher on my priority list, so I obviously went for it. So yeah, right there I was trying to decide if I wanted to get a good chance of getting both those guys by stepping this way, or if I wanted to step closer to this Vargas to try and get him in the water sooner, but I figured it would be pretty easy to get him to the water anyways after the charge, which it was. Right here I was just considering some stupid move, but yeah, rotisseried him in. And so right now, if I were to have stepped west, then I would be swapped with the trickster and his flame would have pushed him in, but it would have given me a damage. So I was kind of considering doing that, but I ultimately decided I didn't want to take the damage yet, so I pushed him away. I don't know, it may have been a decent, yeah, I don't know, possibly could have worked out. I don't know, I'm not sure what I should have done there, but that's what I did. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to figure out a way to... Oh yeah, I didn't want to get swapped with the trickster yet, so I moved away. Oh yeah, I wanted to try and work out a good swap that would help me kill him or something, but this I could knock him off with the firebomb, but that's the best I could do. But yeah, so now the bats are in the picture. They weren't there before, so I wanted to kind of deal with them by themselves. I don't want to get swamped by the bats while I'm being surrounded by all these other monsters, so that's why I decided to go ahead and use my last spell to kill the trickster. And so here, I decided it'd be worth it to take the damage to kill the bat for free, or, well yeah, without a spell or anything. I don't have a spell. So I did. And this is just some pretty basic dance stuff. Shuffling around. I didn't have too many options there. This double line of curse kids looks like makes for a convenient blast. I don't typically like 2 spells for 2 monsters is alright, I guess. Not incredibly efficient, but there is a lot of power tiles in the area, so it wasn't too bad. Plus they were pretty decent priority targets, I guess. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out how to take care of this brute. I decided to go for the fire. I don't know, I guess I could have done the water. I don't know if it would have made a difference. So yeah, take the rat out. And so here, I was just trying to figure out if there's any way I could kill one of these without, or using an already existing vortex here, but there wasn't, or it didn't look like there was, so I just started juggling them. And then right here I have a brain fart, and I shouldn't have taken that damage. I don't know why I did that, but it's whatever. Get to power tile heaven. So, yeah, I noticed one of the first things I noticed is this bat are two flyers next to each other, and so that those make for really good rotisseries, especially when no lich is involved. So I decided it'd be worth it to jump in and fit. And then I've got an easy, easy troggle kill there. Kill the kissy rat. This is the lone Vargas. I've got 2 spells. It's not too bad. Pretty simple. Alright, so right here I paused because I knew there were probably some more monsters over there. And I didn't know if I wanted to risk aggroing some bad monsters in order to pair up with that cursed kid, but I decided to do it anyway. Now, right there, I probably should have used my blast a second ago when they were both lined up, but I don't know, I wanted to kill them. I guess I just wanted to try and kill them for free, which normally you're not able to kill foxies for free, so. Alright, so yeah, here looks like a sticky situation. Got 3 liches and a curse kid. But again, I got 2 flyers next to each other with the rotisserie. And so, plus the vortex I was created with my jump, I can kill both of them at once. So now I'm down to 1 lich, 1 curse kid, no spells. Or, well, I have a rune. So, not a great situation, but not too hopeless. So right here I decided to use my rune for 2 purposes. One, to knock the lich away and create a new vortex, and secondly to kill the cursed kid and his cursed squid at the same time. So I was hoping that I'd get the lich to move into this vortex, and then I'd just step towards her and kill her for 1, take a damage and kill her, but she didn't do that. So, I had to just take the damage for nothing, basically. Right here, she's in good position. I can use her to kill the troggle with now, which I'll do in a second. Well, kill the troggle for her. So if I push her like that, it was possible that the troggle would have crushed the lich, but it didn't. So now I'm back to my old plan. I want to get the lich lured into a vortex, but this time I'd probably knock it with firebomb instead of taking the damage. So yeah, I got this set up. Now I got another lich in the area. No spells, but I'm about to get blast back. So I'm pretty confident. I don't have to be too cautious here, since if things go too badly, I can always just blast the lich. But they set up nicely over top of the water, and just as I got jumped, so it makes for a fairly convenient kill. Fairly cheap. Knock that out. So it's getting pretty close on both ends now. I got 93 out of 106 points, and I only have two health left. However, yeah, it's looking pretty good, I guess, because I got a good amount of spells. Well, good amount of spells, yeah, and there's not too many monsters on the board. So I wasn't too worried at this point. So right here, the most obvious thing I could have done is to rotisserie the rat into the water, which I thought about, but I kind of wanted to get a 2-for-1. I wanted to kill the rat with the rotisserie and then use the vortex to launch the troggle off the edge somehow. So right now what I was thinking about is moving this way to get to the edge and try and set that up, but I wasn't sure about it. So that's why I was sitting here thinking so long. But yeah, that's eventually what I do. And second. Because, yeah, it was far from a sure thing. There's a lot of random troggle movement going on in between here and the shore. So that's a lot of what I was thinking about, is just trying to figure out if this was going to work out the way I thought it was. And so, about at this point, I realized it wasn't going to work the way I thought it was, because if I spun the rat and then pushed them in, then the troggle would just move up right in front of me, and there'd be no way, I wouldn't be able to easily get it to charge into the vortex I just created. But I figured out a different way it could work, which is, well, not work the same way, because the troggle wouldn't die instantly, but I decided to rotisserie the rat over to here and then pushing it, well no, not pushing it, rotisserie it, then step back, hope the troggle steps here, then push the rat into the water, then the troggle would launch itself onto the other side of this flame, and then it would be easier to set up a kill on the troggle, because I could either kill him on the flame, or there's a lot of vortices around here as well, so that's why. And yeah, it worked out. If the troggle would have stepped up here, I would have had to figure something else out. And then, stroke of luck, the little rat came by and he got killed too, so that was nice. So now I get the troggle kill, and I got 2 liches conveniently lined up for a blast, and so there we go, got the win. Alright, so there's one match. And then, but I also wanted to show you guys the beginning of this other match. Let's see here. Because, the quality on this one, like, it gets really stuttery, so I'm not going to show the whole thing, but the opening was just too good not to show. So, let's go. Right away, this is an interesting opening, because we've got 2 liches and 2 troggles, so not too many, and then this was getting down the corner, but there's not too many monsters on the board, but they're not trivial to take out either. They're pretty tough monsters. So both of these troggles look like I can lure them into charging into the water pretty easily, and then I also want to try and get these liches over the water at the same time to knock them in with flow. And so the best way I figured out how to do that is to use these 2 steps to lure the troggle up and get him to charge, and at the same time lure one of these liches over the water, then sink the lich with flow, push the second lich into the water, and then this Vargas just ended up being here, so I just knocked him in. There's plenty of power tiles around. And then lure this, I had to make sure this was flow, which it is. And so I was just gonna set up this brute on this this flow right here. Then I noticed this cursed kid, so I just wanted to get paired up with him so I could push him in the water. And so when I stepped forward, well, I guess I didn't do what I thought I did, but I guess I stepped that way because I was worried that there would be monsters over here and I didn't want to wake them up. But I woke up this lich anyways. But now, well, yeah, so now once I'm here, I realize that I could dunk the lich with the curse kid, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this opening was pretty efficient and fun. It was pretty cool. So yeah, from here I go on to win the match, and I was able to sink that troggle as well. But yeah, it was a pretty fun match. But yeah, this recording is pretty bad, so I might cut it off here, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.